Hey guys, Onizuka here, and welcome to Radioactive Ramen. Today's video is the first episode of what we like to call REAnimate, where we talk about anime that we think should get a remake. Usually when an anime does get a remake, it's to follow the source material like a manga or a light novel closer than the first one did, especially if the first one had an anime original ending. Those can be common if an anime ends but the source is still going. We all know about Fullmetal Alchemist 03 and Brotherhood, for example. But the list doesn't stop there. Tons of anime over the years have been remade or rebooted, and in recent years, even big name shows like Shaman King and Rurouni Kenshin have made comebacks. Also, Fist of the North Star and One Piece have both announced upcoming remakes. Crazy, I know. Now, remaking an anime lets studios do things differently the second go around, like remove filler, improve the character designs and animation, change up the voice cast, and maybe create a brand new soundtrack. They also might improve a series' popularity, especially if the last adaptation came out a long time ago. As years go by, more and more people keep getting into anime, so there could be older series that some of the audience never got into until now. Take something like JoJo, for example. It had that OVA in the past, but it wasn't until the new anime came out that the series has become massively popular. The anime we're talking about today is a personal favorite of ours that we think definitely got overlooked when it came out, and that is Beelzebub. Remember Beelzebub? It ran in Weekly Shounen Jump from 2009 to 2014 with a total of 240 chapters. The anime ran from 2011 to 2012. It was one of those situations like I mentioned earlier. When the anime ended, the manga was still going. If you're not familiar, it's about a high schooler named Tatsumi Oga who attends a school full of delinquents called Ishiyama High. Seriously, these guys barely do any learning or studying, it's all just fights. Oga climbs the ranks and is soon to be the strongest in the school. But then he gets roped into raising the son of the demon lord, whose name is Beelzebub. The 2011 anime wasn't bad per se, but it could have been better. Here are our reasons why we want to see Beelzebub get reanimated. The first reason would be to improve the fights. Now, the character designs in the anime are fairly accurate to the manga, which is something it got right, but problems arise with the fight scenes. Some of them just overuse that slow-mo freeze frame effect, and it can get old fast. I know Beelzebub is also a comedy, so we're not saying the fights have to be DBZ level with auras and Super Saiyan or anything like that, but less freeze frame shots would have been nice in a show about badass delinquents. Reason number two would be to remove the filler. The anime has 17 episodes of filler, which would be low if this were like Naruto or something, but Beelzebub only has 60 episodes. So do the math and you'll see that that's 28%. Just over 1/4 of the show is filler. And what's even worse is they're not all in sequence. They're scattered throughout the show. Some people like filler and that's fine, but if they remade the anime today, there'd be no reason to have any, since the manga is already over. Reason number three would be to fix the anime original ending. The way the anime ends is abrupt, to say the least. The main villain shows up and kidnaps Hilda, only for Oga to rescue her and then launch a massive attack that seemingly wipes out the villain and himself. In the next and last episode, Oga comes back and then the anime just sorta ends. Kind of on a cliffhanger too. Now obviously in the manga, that story continued. That leads us to our fourth and final reason to remake Beelzebub, and it's probably the most important reason on this list. Adapt the entire manga this time. Beelzebub has 240 chapters and the anime got to about chapter 121. That still leaves 119 chapters that they just haven't animated. And that right there is plenty of reason to give Beelzebub a new anime. There's an arc in there centered around Furuichi, who is a fan favorite character, and it's one of the best arcs in the series. If you read the manga, you know what arc I'm talking about. The fact that there's no anime for it is a shame for any Beelzebub fan. So yeah, it's 2024, and like I said, anime is so big these days, more and more people just keep getting into it. So if Beelzebub got a remake today and it was actually good, and they followed our steps, the series could be a hit with old and new fans alike. We here at Radioactive Ramen definitely think Beelzebub got overlooked when it first came out. I mean, it's known, but it never really took off in popularity like so many of its Shonen Jump brothers and sisters. We think a lot of old and new fans alike have skipped over Beelzebub, which is a real shame, because the series is hilarious, it has great characters, and it's just really fun overall. Well, that's our video on why Beelzebub should get reanimated. Like and subscribe for more videos just like this one, and don't forget to let us know which anime you want to see reanimated in the comments below. We can't wait to hear from you guys. Hopefully there are some other Beelzebub fans out there. Until next time.